Good morning. Welcome. So the first thing that we do whenever we sit down to meditate is establish our intention. So we always start by generating compassion for all sentient beings and making the compassionate wish to free all sentient beings from suffering. So let's just take a moment to do that. And then we'll say the opening prayers. We'll say the 7-line prayer 3 times. Organ yugi num jansam, pemage sa dompola, yatsin chogi ngodrupne, pemajung ne jesurak, hortu kandro mangpokor, ketki jesu dak drupki, Jinji Lobchi Sheksu So Guru Pama City Home Organ Yugi Num Jansam Pamage Sardompola Yatsin Chugi Ngodrupne Pama Jongne Jesura Ordu kandro mangpokor, ketki jesu dak druki, jinji lopchi sheksu so, guru pama city home. Organ yugi num jansam, pemage sardompola, yatsin chogi ngodrupne, pemajongne jesurak, kordu kandro mangpokor, ketki jesu dak drupki, jinji lopchi sheksu so, Guru Pama City Home. Okay. So the first kind of meditation that we'll be practicing today is calm abiding meditation. So the calm abiding meditation helps our calm and settle the mind. And the point of this meditation, hello, welcome. So this calm abiding meditation, the point of it is to create space in the mind. You're welcome to join us. Just have a seat. Yeah. Welcome. So in this class, we'll be doing 3 different kinds of meditation. We're just getting started. So the first type of meditation that we'll be doing today is called calm abiding meditation. And this meditation helps to calm and settle the mind and create spaciousness in the mind. So when we have spaciousness in the mind, then we have some time between whatever is going on in our lives and our reaction to it. So normally our minds are so agitated and wound up and out of control, it's like we're just bumping up against everything that we experience in our life, and there's so much friction. It's just we react to everything that happens to us. And our minds run wild, and it controls us rather than the other way around. Our emotions boss us around, and our thoughts think about just the past and the future, and worrying about what we'll do tomorrow, replaying a conversation that we had last week, and like thinking of what, next, if that happens again, I would say this or whatever. And we're not just here present in the moment. So when our mind is calm and relaxed, we can be present in the moment, alert and wakefully. And we can have this time between action and reaction. So we have time to, some space to see our habitual reactions arise and not necessarily engage with them. You can allow them to come and go without grabbing onto your first habitual reaction. And this spaciousness also opens our hearts. This spaciousness also allows us the space to think beyond ourselves and not just be wrapped up in our own selfish focus. So we can find the room in our hearts to think of others. So all we do for this practice is we rest our attention on the breath. You can also do this meditation with your focus on a flower or a crystal or a picture of the Buddha. So we start by taking a comfortable seat. And you can do this, we're all sitting on the floor today. You can also do this sitting in a chair. And place your hands in your lap, gently relaxed. Traditionally in Buddhism, we hold one hand in the other with the thumbs touching, and place your hands so the thumbs are just below the navel. But when Jetsunma teaches this practice, she also just says you can just rest your hands on your laps. You can just rest your palms on your thighs too. And then check in with your posture. Make sure your spine is straight. Your spine is straight like a stack of coins, just relaxed and stacked one on top of the other. Your shoulders are back. Your elbows are out a bit away from your body, so you have a lot of room around your rib cage to breathe, not collapsed in on yourself in any way. And then your eyes remain open, looking downwards. You can imagine a line following the bridge of your nose and extending down to the floor, and just find a point along that line where it's comfortable to rest your gaze. And then place the tip of your tongue right behind your front teeth. It's like saying the letter L. Allow yourself to relax completely and breathe normally. Just settle into your natural rhythm of breathing. And then put a very light attention on your breath. Don't try to control it at all. Just breathe naturally with the most gossamer thin attention on your breath. It's like taking your pulse. You don't put any pressure on it, just observe it. Your attention is like a feather, gently riding on the surface of your breath. And as you meditate, thoughts will come up, and that's okay. When thoughts come up, just let them go like bubbles popping on the surface of a pond. Don't even look to see what they are. Just let them pop. Your meditation is not lost by hearing your thoughts, but by following them down the road. So as soon as you notice yourself following a thought, just drop it and return to your breath. Your attention is like a feather, gently riding on the surface of your breath. All right, that's our warm-up round. We're going to try that again for a little bit longer next. If there's anything you notice about your posture that you need to adjust, you can do that now. And if you're struggling at all to dismiss your thoughts during your meditation, you can imagine cutting the thoughts with scissors and throwing them away, or you can imagine picking up the thoughts with like tongs and dropping them, or if that's helpful, if you're struggling with letting go of your thoughts, you can do a little visualization like that and then come back to your breath. It's what Jetsunma recommends. But we just again and again come back to our breath. So we'll go a little bit longer now. So our spine is straight, our muscles are relaxed, our attention is like a feather gently riding on the surface of your breath. So that is the calm abiding meditation. Now that our minds are spacious and stable, the next meditation that we'll do is called Tonglen, or giving and receiving. And this meditation opens our hearts and develops compassion and equanimity. This practice trains us to um, to love and care for all beings, friends and enemies alike, the same, and to hold all beings' happiness above our own, to really put others before ourselves. So, sitting in our meditation posture, we begin by envisioning one or two beings for whom you easily feel compassion. So, this could be your parents, a sibling, your partner, um, your kid, friend, your dog or cat, anyone for whom you easily feel compassion. Just think of them in front of you. Imagine them there and contemplate their misery and put yourself in their shoes. Think about what their experience must be like and give rise to compassion for them. Cultivate in your heart the fervent wish to relieve their suffering and secure their happiness. And then bring your attention to your breath. And following the natural rhythm of your breath, as you breathe in, visualize that as you inhale through your nose, you take in all of the causes and conditions of their suffering in the form of black smoke, and they become completely free of misery. As you breathe out, visualize that you are sending and they are receiving all of your positive and loving qualities and all conceivable sources of enduring happiness as radiant, pure light, bringing them limitless joy. You might think as you breathe in, may you be free of suffering. And as you breathe out, may you be happy. And then we're going to repeat that again. But this time we're going to visualize one or two people for whom you feel intense anger or aversion. So think of someone who you are really mad at, or someone you just really dislike, someone you despise, you're disgusted by, someone you hate, someone you have some really strong feelings about. Think of that person and contemplate their misery. Put yourself in their shoes. Think about the ways in which they suffer, the ways in which their current choices may bring them future suffering, all of the ways they suffer. Imagine what their experience must be like and give rise to compassion. Cultivate in your heart the fervent wish to relieve their suffering and secure their happiness. And then bring your attention to your breath, following the natural rhythm of your breath. As you breathe in, visualize that as you inhale through your nose, you take in all of the causes and conditions of their suffering in the form of black smoke, and they become completely free of misery. As you breathe out, visualize that you are sending and they are receiving all of your positive and loving qualities and all conceivable sources of enduring happiness as radiant, pure light, bringing them limitless joy. As you breathe in, you might think, may you be free of suffering. And as you breathe out, may you be happy. Okay, and now expand that visualization to include all of those beings for whom you have similar feelings of anger or aversion. And we're going to continue visualizing as we breathe in, taking in all of the causes and conditions of their suffering in the form of black smoke. Hello, good morning. So inhaling, taking in all of the causes and conditions of their suffering in the form of black smoke, and they become completely free of misery. And breathing out, sending all our positive and loving qualities, all sources of happiness as radiant pure light, bringing them limitless joy. And then now we're going to expand the visualization one last time. We're going to include all sentient beings in our visualization. So going to consider all humans, all animals, all bugs, all beings of all the realms that we can't see. They're all in front of us. And as we breathe in, visualize taking in all of the causes and conditions of their suffering in the form of black smoke, and they become free of misery. And then as we breathe out, sending them all sources of enduring happiness, all of our positive and loving qualities as radiant pure light, bringing them limitless joy. Okay. So that is the Tonglen practice. And then the last meditation that we'll be doing today is a guided meditation written by Jetsunma Lamo called the Light Expansion Prayer. If you would like, I think there's some cushions here if you'd like to sit on cushions. Okay. Okay. So this light expansion meditation helps us to overcome the delusion of separation that causes us suffering. Jetsunma has taught that any pain and suffering that we have experienced in our life is due to the illusion of separation and believing that we are separate. So this helps to dismantle that false belief and remind us of our ultimate true oneness with all life. Let us become still. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Again. Let us center deep within. Center deep within. Deep within to the presence of the Absolute. And there is radiance. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to embrace the physical body. And all of the physical body is filled with the presence of the Absolute. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to fill our beings on all dimensions. And all that we are is filled with the radiance of the Absolute. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to fill everyone here. And everyone here on all dimensions is filled with the presence of the Absolute. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to embrace this building. And all of this building is filled with the light of the Absolute. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to embrace this nation. And the government of this nation is filled with the radiance of the Absolute. And the people of this nation are one life. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to embrace planet Earth. All nations and all governments are filled with the presence of the Absolute, and there is peace. And the 8 billion are one life, radiant. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to fill this galaxy. All planets, all stars, and all life forms are within the embrace of the Absolute. The presence of the Absolute increases and expands to embrace the universe. All dimensions and all kingdoms are filled with the presence of the Absolute. And in all the universe, there is only one life. Now, as we return our consciousness back to physical form, we continue to embrace all that is and to know union, that we are one. Okay. Now, at the end of our class, we say our dedication prayers. I think there's some out there. Yeah, that blue folder. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So on the back, there's some in English on the back page. Yeah, right there. Would you like a copy? I can give you one? Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll just read these through in English. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I have accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice, and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. All right, well, thank you all for coming today. Thank you. Next up is Ryo Sangchud, which is at 12. So you're welcome to stay for that. That's like a 20-minute smoke offering practice. It's really good for purifying the environment and clearing obstacles. And so that'll be in here in about 10 minutes. If you're online, you can join us on Zoom for that. Yeah, so thanks. Thanks, everyone. And then tomorrow also we have a meditation class at 11:30. Normally that's taught by Kempo Karze, but I'll be teaching it tomorrow. But if you'd like to do, we'll probably be doing something similar to what we did today. So that'll be tomorrow at 11:30, and that's every week. So thank you all.